Halter Ranch is a fly-in winery located on California's Central Coast, about halfway between Los Angeles and San Francisco. This private 3,353-foot by 25-foot strip is nestled between grapevine-covered rolling hills. The approach here is a treat, and with the narrow 25-foot runway and surrounding terrain, it's just a little bit more of a challenge than a typical field. Right after we touched down, Gracie Nino and Kristen Troxel greeted us, and they took us around the airfield and past olive groves to the two recently opened pilot cottages. The pilot cottages are nestled among trees, and the area is so secluded and peaceful it was hard to believe the runway was only a few hundred yards away. And they don't feel like a hotel or Airbnb, more like a guest room at your stylish best friend's house where you feel instantly at home. And since the pilot cottages are only available to pilots, that makes them feel even more special. We've had higher than average rainfall recently in California, so it was extra beautiful to fly in, and it was extra green. California's Central Coast has lovely rolling hills and valleys that are typical of wine regions across the world. The morning after flying in, we headed over to the tasting room for a tour with winemaker Kevin Sass. He walked us through the different stages of winemaking, showed us the cellars, and took us through the wine caves. After that, we had a wine flight and lunch with a great view of the runway. Halter Ranch prides itself on sustainability, and the greens for the restaurant come from the Jardin du Chef, which is carefully cultivated on property. You can really taste the farm-to-table freshness, and paired with wine made right there and seeing the airplane in the distance created a really special moment. The tour of the ranch with Timothy Argy was another highlight. You get a small taste of the expansive property on the multi-hour tour, and you have a great time. One of my favorite parts was going to an elevated ridge and looking down on the property. We also were able to stop under an umbrella for a glass of wine, which felt very special. Any place where you can fly in and instantly be at your destination, whether it's a vineyard like this or a campsite somewhere else or even an air show or a fly-in, is such a treat and really highlights what the travel side of GA does best. Brings you to fun places in a way that enhances your experience. I highly recommend this experience to other pilots, whether you're looking to grab a good meal, or enjoy wine tasting and spend the night, or just enjoy a more challenging than normal field. This is definitely a place I would visit again.